Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Breaking right now, currently. Um, this is some shady shit. There's a bunch going on around this. Um, so we'll try and bring you the most up to date information, and then you decide. But this is massive. This is a massive, massive news. So give me one moment here while I pull some stuff up. Trying to go live as quickly as possible. Um, so there is a Pakistani nuclear plant that has exploded. Now there are all kinds of rumor that some shady went on. Hey Scad, good morning. I'm great. So we'll start with the first news report. Again, this is just breaking. Like I'm just seeing this within the last few moments. So information is very limited, but we'll try and do our best. Big news. Pakistani's test of the Shaheen 2-3 missile, has gone wrong. The missile hit a nuclear facility in DG Khan and resulted in a huge sound, which was heard the 20-kilometer range, local journalist source. Internet services in the area have been suspended on the orders of the Pakistani army. Immediate entry has been barred, and people have been asked to stay in their homes. So that's obviously a very poor video, but current police presence. So here is. There's hardly any new posts now from the DG Khan. Presumably, internet is down or suspended. Internet outage tracker shows the large-scale internet outage at DG Khan. Exactly what's happening. And this was this morning. So presumably it happened before that. Information coming out is very, very few and far between. So if we go over here to see, I don't speak whatever language this is. I apologize. I'm not trying to be insensitive. This lovely morning, but huge blasts that could be heard 50 kilometers away in a nuclear facility of Pakistan Army caused huge casualties in DG Khan. Feared radiation leak. Allegedly, a drone had been spotted before the blast. Unknown car riders, unknown bikers, unknown gunmen, unknown chefs, unknown drone. So I assume that means something. So we'll look at their videos, see what we got going on here. So it looks like there's some rescue vehicles and that sort of thing. I have not seen the actual blast footage, and that's the same one we saw from before. If we're being honest, this is Pakistan, so they're not going to be as connected and as many quality cameras as you would see here in the United States. Imam Khan is talking about breaking Constitution of Pakistan. There, like I said, there seems to be not a whole hell of a lot of information out currently, but I wanted to get on this immediately because of obviously the tensions and the things that have been going on. Yeah, I mean that will be a big question. What comes from the radiation? So apparently Pakistan is blocking nearly everything coming out, which is, you know, um, so I guess there's been some tension there. There's been some things of that nature. Um, so I'm just trying to get information that's coming through. Blast at Pakistani nuclear facility. While a big fleet of ambulance security forces being deployed to the Pak nuclear facility at Dera Ghazi Khan after a huge blast was reported by your own news channels. Also, the internet is shut down and people are told to leave the area. So this is the actual nuclear facility that was either incidentally or intentionally hit. Um, like I said, we're still trying to find something. So I'm gonna look on YouTube and see if there's anything else. Pakistan nuclear. So Times Now has the same videos. There doesn't seem to be a hell of a lot there. Huge blast reported. Everything's in. I really don't know what that language is. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out the regional. I'm trying to get some kind of information that's not in. I believe it's Hindi, but do do do. Uh, and this was a nuclear weapons facility. So let's see. Let's see what this channel has going on here. So huge blast reported. I think it's interesting that so Pak Army nuclear facility in Ghazi Khan. Pak Army nuclear facility, Ghazi Khan. Let's see if we can find anything on Google Maps. Army facility. Ah, shit. Dera Ghazi Khan. Dera Ghazi Khan. I don't take any of this at face value right now because of what's obviously going on in the world and what we seem to have as tension everywhere. So, best I can find are Google Maps. So this is the Army Center, the Pak Army Center in Ghazi Khan. So it's in northern Pakistan. Pakistan's, of course, between India and Afghanistan. We have Iran to the west. And so a 50-mile radius. Well, where's our. That would be 2 miles, would be there. if we're talking about a 50-mile radius, here's our key. So we're talking roughly this area, this entire area right here, would be an exclusion zone at this point. So pretty much everything you see on this current map. So I know, buddy. I know. Yeah, there is a ridiculously low amount of information coming out here. What we know is that the facility did explode. There are some reports of a test missile that they just purchased from China. There it is. So a test missile that they just purchased from China being the cause of it, straying off course. There is also information as of late that there was a drone spotted prior. And I'm just looking for any updated information because it's hard to come by. Well, let's try and go the other way. Pakistan internet down. See if we can't find anything there. So breaking in Pakistan. Today, immediately after the blast in Pakistan, Pakistani media published the news of an attack on the nuclear facility in DG Khan. Now, on the orders of the Pak army, internet has been shut down in the area, and any media coming out has been censored. What's happened? A Pakistani nuclear facility in the Pak Army Selection Center, which is right in this general region. They just got a shipment of missiles from China that they purchased. Sorry, I'm trying to just look for anything else here. So they just purchased missiles. They were testing missiles. As one of the reports is, they were testing missiles. It hit their nuclear facility that they produce their nuclear weapons with. Allegedly has had an oopsie. There's also some significant reporting that it was an attack and there was a drone seen prior. So, what's up, Greedy? It's been a minute, buddy. Reporters telling the explosion was so powerful that its sound was heard for several kilometers, and even the windows and walls of the houses were broken. Some local journalists are linking this incident to failed test of Shaheen 3, while some are calling it a drone attack. And that's kind of where I see this divide right now, is we kind of have half that are saying it was an attack on their facility. Who the hell knows who that could have been? It could have been China. It could have been... And I don't speak Hindi, so... So this is allegedly police in the area. Locals speaking on the blast in a nuclear facility in Pakistani Army DG Khan. No one is giving details. While the sound of the blast was heard in a 50-kilometer radius, no one knows what is happening. Trying to collect more details. It may be a delay as there's no internet or call access in the area. So I think that's what we can say is the consistent here is I think we can say that for pretty certainty that the internet's down, and they are trying to hush anything coming in or out of India at this time, or Pakistan, sorry. Probably India. Trying to look. Huge explosion. And like I said, this is just breaking right now. Yeah, I mean, there's really not a whole hell of a lot. Right. That river certainly will spread contamination. There's no question that it will spread contamination. If there is a radiation leak, then we're talking about some significant fallout that will go into that river and contaminate. I'm trying to see what river that is. The Indus River, and then this is the Chenab River. No, let's not kid. It's probably the United States, because the United States just recently put out a Pakistan having nuclear missiles was a dangerous proposition, and that they should be disarmed. So go figure. So that filters out into the Arabian Sea, Gulf of Oman. So this whole, I mean, theoretically, it could affect a lot more than that too. So, just trying to find anything else, but it is few and far between right now. We know their internet's down. We know there was an explosion. Reports say an extremely large number of casualties have taken place. Pakistan government slapped internet ban and nobody knows what's going on. Another unconfirmed report suggests an unknown drone had been spotted right before the blast. So yeah, this is a weird situation because it is incredibly dark. And this is the danger of a third world country having nukes. It is not a nuclear. Well, it has a reactor. But it is not a nuclear power plant. It is specifically designed to make nuclear fuel. For nuclear warheads, because they've been trying to step up their warhead production and would like to get into the 300 number by 2025. So it says people are running away from the location. We've seen this on the few videos. So there's no media access whatsoever. This is interesting. Again, this is incredibly unconfirmed, but allegedly, evaluation of the internet. So there was a sonic boom by a PAF jet fighter that caused the internet blackout. And we're starting to see more and more of the, and who knows, maybe that's just people grasping on and running with it. Internet service suspended, media access barred, and people asked to live inside their houses after a huge blast of nuclear facility of Pakistan Army due to suspected drone attack on a facility in DG Khan. More details follow local sources. Let's see. I don't see anything else. And I can't even begin to read that, so. Nothing happened to DG Khan as local from miles away from the explosion site of the nuclear facility. Blah, blah, blah. I find it hard to believe that there was a huge sound if it was just a missile attack. It's been incredibly problematic. We know that for certain. There's been a great deal of concern with the Paki nuclear problem, nuclear facilities, because they're very much so unaccounted for in large part, and not great controls on them. So, so apparently there was some tensions as of October 2nd with India preparing day-night war with Pakistan, hoping to fight under the nuclear threshold. So that's a report from a bit ago. Let me see. Dera Ghazi Khan. Breaking news in Dera Ghazi Khan. See, everything's in. I just can't speak the language. Obviously. And yeah, there's so. It's so restricted. Again, if something like this was to happen in a, let's say, a more developed country. Oh, I know. They always hate each other, but yeah, I just looking for something that might add up to make something. I'm trying to find some kind of video or something, but they've done a hell of a job scrubbing the internet of it. So yeah, I'm just not seeing anything. So PAF Kushab nuclear contract complex. Well, let's see if that's close. Sorry, I'm just trying to. I know literally nothing about Pakistan, so I know it's next to India. I know they don't like India, but that's about as much as I know. about Pakistan. Why can I not? There we go. Kushab. Was the internet jammed, or do you think the infrastructure is down? We have confirmed reports that the military has shut down the internet there. So that we know for sure. That is no question there. So I'm trying to look to see where the hell this is at. Let's look at the train map, or sat map. Okay, so we'll do a little looking at the map here. So it looks like a fairly large city. So these are all homes. You know, kind of city area. What's the red line right now? Punjab. So Mastung colony. I don't see where the actual facility is. CSD. Oh, it's right there. So they have a cricket grounds. Inner Science College, TPC Gaming Zone, Colony Club. But I'm not seeing anything nuclear on here. I'm not seeing a reactor or anything, unless they're doing something different. Now, slightly north of this, I did find this, and this would be probably realistically close, if not identical, to what the hell is going on here. So we'll watch this real quick. This is
or nuclear.
Okay, so this is a Kushab complex, which is just slightly north, and this is the same thing. I'm reading it being reported near the facility. Okay, that's true. Yeah, certainly. We'll probably watch this so you guys have an idea of what was blown up, depending on what it is. This is very similar, if not actual, the one. I can't locate it on the map. But this plant is just very slightly north of it. So, from what I was reading, it was very slightly north. So it could be the same one. I don't know how they do their states and stuff like that. Yeah, I saw that as well. So there's a couple different things. There's obviously the test that took on with the Chinese missile that they just purchased. There was also reports of a drone. There was also some unknown individuals. So I think it's just going to be one of those things that we have to wait and see, unfortunately. Yeah, because I mean, I'm not even seeing anything. Yeah. Okay. So let's let this video play. This is what was hit with relative certainty. So we'll watch this while I'm looking for something else.
Pakistan, one of 4 nuclear weapon-possessing states outside of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, possesses the world's fastest-growing stockpile of nuclear warheads. The reactors at the Kushab site are dedicated to the production of weapons-grade plutonium for Pakistan's nuclear arsenal. Defense considerations informed site selection for the Hushab complex. The site is located deep inside the Punjab province, relatively close to the Pakistani Air Force Base in Sagoda, but far from major population centers. The complex includes 3 operational reactors, 1 under construction, and a heavy water facility. It is surrounded by multiple security perimeters and air defense installations. Pakistan's first plutonium production reactor, Hushab-1, is based on a modified Cirrus design. It is heavy water cooled, heavy water moderated, and uses natural uranium fuel. Hushab-1 came online in 1997, 10 years after initial construction began. 2 additional plutonium production reactors, Hushab-2 and Hushab-3, came online in 2010 and 2011, respectively. Pakistani engineers made significant alterations to both the size and design of the cooling towers, from Hushab-1 to Hushab-3. Construction on Hushab-4 may be proceeding more rapidly than on Hushab-3, and is expected to be completed in 2014. Each of the 4 reactors is assumed to have a capacity of approximately 50 megawatts thermal. Depending on operational efficiency, each reactor could produce between 6 and 12 kilograms of weapons-grade plutonium per year. Once Hushab-4 is online, Pakistan will have the capacity to produce between 24 and 48 kilograms of weapons-grade plutonium per year. Unchecked expansion at the Hushab complex greatly increases Pakistan's ability to produce fissile material for its nuclear weapons program, augmenting international concerns about an escalating nuclear arms race in South Asia.
That is what we can reasonably assume was hit here, or something very, very similar. So, this is from India TV. This is the only actual outlet news source I could find. So, videos on social media show police vehicles, fire personnel, and ambulances apparently rushing to the site of the explosion. It's not clear what caused the explosion. There's no confirmation of casualties or injuries. Of course. India, the US, or the Taliban could be responsible, or it could be an accident. Yeah. We just don't know. This comes after a spate of suicide blasts in Balochistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Close enough. I give myself a pat on the back. Earlier this month, which claimed the lives of at least 65 people. Mastung Assistant Commissioner Attahul Munim said the suicide bomber blew himself up near the vehicle. A Mastung Superintendent Police, DSP, who is among the deceased in less than 24 hours after a massive suicide blast in Balochistan's Mastung district. Another suicide explosion at the mosque in Khyber district claimed 5 lives and injured 12 people on Friday. According to the provincial interim information minister Ferozi Jamal, two suicide bombers managed to reach the mosque, but their entry is restricted by police officers stationed there. One of the attackers was killed during a shootout with the police at the gate, while the other entered the mosque and blew himself up. Meanwhile, in the wake of the Mastung explosion and the twin suicide blast in Khyber, Pakistan has vowed to strike all terrorist groups, including the Islamic State, ISIS, and the banned Tehrik-e-Taliban, TTP, Dawn reported. Amid the increasing spree of terrorist attacks in Pakistan, Khyber and Balochistan have become prime targets such terror activities. There were 99 terror attacks. So it's just talking about terror attacks. From what I know of nuclear facilities such as this one, that would have to be one hell of a bomb. One hell of a bomb on a on a suicide bomber to be able to be effective to interrupt a nuclear facility like this. Now, we're not going to have the same hardened infrastructure that we do in other places, so could it? Yeah, possibly. But who knows? Who knows? So, whoever it was, the juice is responsible. Exactly. Always blame OJ. That's what I assume you're talking about. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta get some shit done before the rocket stream at 1:30 p.m. If I get any more information, I will probably save it till then, unless it's insane and something crazy happens. Actually, you know what? Let's just check the flight board just for the hell of it right now. See if we have any US assets up there. I was not checking at the time, so that sucks. Not that we would have seen a drone at all, but so there's a Malaysian Airbus. There's nothing over India at all, or Pakistan, or Iraq. Oh, that's cute. That's so cute. Look at this. You know what that is? That's a Turkish military drone. You know where it's at? Where the other Turkish military drone was shot down yesterday by the United States. And it's flying routes right here. The other one was shot down right here, where the circle is, because of some U.S. troop presence somewhere in Syria. So that's curious. But things are getting tense. And yeah, so we'll just recap real quick. A nuclear weapons facility in Pakistan has exploded. There is a mass casualty event. Reports from 30 to 50 kilometers were the effect of damage. There's also been a significant amount of explosions heard up to that range. The Pakistani military has shut down entirely the Pakistan internet, and has not allowed reporters to provide any information. So it is in the Dera Ghazi Khan region, and apparently they've told everyone to shelter in place. So that's the word from the Pakistani military. So that's great. This is going to be a fun watch. So very possible. But all right, so that's going to be it for me. If anything super crazy breaks out, I will certainly let you know. If not, I'll probably save everything till the 1:30 launch. So that's only 2 hours away, and I have to get some work done. So, as always, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment if you would be so kind. Hit that like button, and I will see you guys in a couple hours. Have a good day. Bye. Wait, Cheese, allegedly what? The U.S. military did shoot it down. Or which allegedly? Never mind. Alright, I'm leaving. Peace out, people.